they'd like to, but they understand their role on this team.
That's right, so it'll be Evans, Brooks, Green, Blake, and Johnson. And for Springfield, it'll be Fitzgerald, Luz, Sabia, Shepard, and Jeremy Marino, number 42.
Brooks for 3 from the corner, no good. Darrell Johnson trying to box out. Ted Luz tried to save that one. Norristown will get it back. Evans pulls up, jumper, no good. Raheem Brooks battling, and Chris Blake gets a hand on that one. Evans to Green. Tried to go behind the back to Johnson. He's battling inside. Fitzgerald will pick up the loose ball there. Now Nate Shepard. Swing it over to Luz. Inside to Marino, back outside. A lot of passing, but no real clean looks for Springfield. Shepard back out to Sabia for 3. That's no good. Ball off of John Fitzgerald's hands, coming the other way, Norristown ball.
I think the next move for Coach McGee is to take out his star point guard, Marcus Green. Although he seems to be the court general right now as he feeds to Darrell Johnson for 2. I'm looking at Green, and he just seems to be a little fatigued. I would take him out. He's got a game on Friday versus Upper Marion, and they've got that all-important tournament over in Pennsauken, New Jersey on Saturday.
Rebound goes to Sabia. His shot is no good, but he was fouled on his way to the basket. I absolutely agree with you. I think that Marcus Green is so valuable, and if you keep playing him, he starts to wear down a little bit. No matter how conditioned an athlete is, eventually at some point during a season, the wear and tear is going to get to you.
There's really no benefit for him to be out there. You've got a competent B team out there, a competent substitution in Milan Dean or Damian Solomon that could fill his shoes very easily. Danny Evans the same way. Unless what McGee is doing is trying to get him to work with different players. He's only a junior, so he needs to work with different players that will be on the team next year. That could be a credit to McGee's credit, as Raheem Brooks comes off the bench and scores 2.
And Brooks is one of those players, definitely for Norristown. Will be very valuable next year.
He's definitely got the skills.
Inside to Fitzgerald, the catch. Turnaround jumper is good, John Fitzgerald. He now has 13 on the night.
However, my roster shows Raheem Brooks as a senior. I thought he was a junior.
I thought he was too. I guess had us both fooled. Failed foul there inside as Blake caught the ball.
Foul Fitzgerald, second team third.
Danny Evans now swings it over to Green. Green for 3, and it's good. Marcus Green, 3 points. He has 9 tonight. Evans now 3-on-1 for Norristown. Green tried to give it back to Evans. A little miscommunication there, and turnover from Norristown. Bit of a smile from those two gentlemen.
That wasn't so much of a smile from Evans. Evans knew he blew it. And I don't think there's ever been a time when Danny Evans has smiled about missing an opportunity like that, although there was a faint grin there. Look at him, he's still battling. They're up by 32 points. Danny Evans is scrapping for the ball.
And he won the battle. It's all the little things, folks. It's the hustle, it's the defense, making sure you hit those layups. It's free throws. All those build up to a championship caliber team. That's what Norristown is this year. Evans for 3. That one's off. Rebound to Sabia.
There it is.
Over to Evans, and it's good. Danny Evans, 2 more points. Marcus Green padding the statistics a little bit. Another assist for him. And Neil, what is Springfield about to do?
Wholesale substitutions. Get out the coupons. It's wholesale substitution time.
Swing over to Lewis inside.
Although their wholesale substitutions are nobody new. They've all been in the game before. I see some guys down there on the JV team that need some varsity experience. As Kim comes back in the game, so does Kane and so does Corey Russell, as does Milan Dean, who takes the place of Marcus Green, who takes a seat on the floor at the end of the bench. I guess there's no room on the bench for him.
Well, Norristown bench has outscored Springfield's bench 29-2 tonight. So take that as you want to take it, but that may be one of the factors why Norristown has this great lead tonight.
So what you're telling me, Greg, is Norristown, if they take the starters away, Norristown would be losing this game 42-29? Yes. Say yes.
That sounds right. That sounds right.
But I bet you if you told those substitutes that they were losing by 13 points, they'd pick up the pace.
I think they would too. They'd probably have about what the starters have tonight. Kane now with the head fake. Drives in the lane and it's good.
Good move by Kane. How many hit? Dan Kane only has 6 points. It's hard to believe. He's been on the court a long time. Brahim Brooks, that's not hard to believe. That looked pretty natural.
It's a sweet stroke from Brooks right there. Another turnover. Dean now tried to feed underneath to Evans. Dean was fouled. 2:34 left in the fourth quarter, 79-44. Norristown double-digit wins now. We'll go to 10-1 with a victory tonight.
Springfield wants a timeout. 2:34 left in the game. Down by 35 points. You need a timeout.
Well, if you're the Springfield coaches, what do you say to your team?
Well, you say you've just gone against one of probably the best teams in the state, and haven't doubled you yet. And you pretty much put a scare into them in the first 3 or 4 minutes with a 9-1 lead, as we see the cheerleader squad here doing backflip after backflip, and my back hurts every time they do one. You also tell the Springfield squad that you came into the what could be considered the house of pain, and you're coming away with not too embarrassing of a defeat. You knew that Norristown was going to outscore you, but you got to go away a little happy. You had some bright, shiny moments like the run in the beginning. Plus, you had some good performances. I really think that Corey Russell's not doing a bad job. Dan Keynes has done an okay job. Ted Lewis, and John Fitzgerald, who has more points than I can even count.
Brooks will inbound the ball to Dean.
I think we said it with the girls' game one time. In a defeat, Chris Blake scoring 2. Crowd favorite. In a defeat like this, you've got to have small victories, and there have been some small victories. There's been some shining moments for Springfield. And that's one of them, how Dan Kane can run the length of the court and manhandle the defense like that.
Evans strong to the basket. Danny Evans, 2 more points. He is Norristown's leading scorer now, if I'm correct, with 14 points. Dean now the other way. Layup won't go. Rebound to Corey Russell, and here comes Springfield back the other way. Fitzgerald goes up. Fouled by Darryl Johnson. Dean a little shaken up behind the play, but he'll be all right.
I think he caught a hand in the face. Now, that would be a foul, but he was going so quickly, I don't think the referee saw it.
You know, Neil, Coach McGee put James Edmonds into the game right now. James Edmonds got 2 points. Norristown would have every single player on that bench tonight having at least 2 points.
I'll tell you, that's a real crime. Jim Medman's having scoring a point. I'm going to have to get on him in school tomorrow. I'm going to say, Jim, you were in that game for at least 5 or 6 minutes and you didn't score a basket. Shame on you. Gee, your team only won by, what, 38 points? Man.
Out of all those points, he
bummer.
Couldn't grab one of them. Brooks again. That one is long, and the rebound to Kim. Kane now trying to break the press. Marino pressured by Brooks. Fitzgerald on the drive.
Kim for 3.
Will go. Strong rebound, Darryl Johnson. He's not the tallest guy on the court, but great battle underneath for him.
And he's not cherry picking down there, folks. He's tying his shoe. But he's way back ready for defense.
Jeremy Marino now. Underneath Fitzgerald. Good move. John Fitzgerald deserved every 2 of that. He made a great move to get past his defender. Under a minute. Dean to Evans. Evans for 3. No good. Easy rebound, John Fitzgerald. Kim to Kane. Dean thought he had a block there, but the foul. He challenged Corey Russell on his way up. And with 30.3 seconds left, we don't want to forget, of course, the Birdcage, Norristown's concession stand.
That's right, run by the N Club tonight. During the girls' games, it's held by the Girls Boosters Club. But tonight it's held by, manned by Mr. Santangelo and the N Club. We also want to send out hellos to our fine athletic trainer, Dennis Flynn, and Mr. Joe Fabrizio, athletic director, and his competent secretary, Marion Venezia. Also, all the people behind the scenes here that make these games possible by pulling out the bleachers and selling programs and the clock and the score table and everything. We have to send along thanks to Mr. Ted Avery, our worthy statistician, and the game clock run by Otis Ginyard, Dolores Ginyard, Jordan on the microphone. All these people make the Norristown basketball program a success. It's not just the players on the court and the coach on the bench. It's everyone coming together as making it a true team effort.
Johnson's 3 won't go. Brooks. Wild pass out to Evans.
Plus, if you want to and you come out to these games, you can always see the replay and hope to see yourself on TV on NASD TV Channel 3 as the game comes to an end finally. Norristown coming away with a big victory here, 83-48 over the Springfield Spartans. As I was saying, these games are broadcast regularly on Channel 3, so you can catch the action again. You can catch your favorite player in action, maybe see that slam dunk one more time. Greg, let's have a wrap of the scoring.
Okay, Ted Luz, I'm gonna get that right by the end of the night, with 1 point. Hungjin Kim with 2. I know I said that wrong. I'm sorry for saying his name wrong. On to the easy ones. Dan Kane with 6. Corey Russell with 10. John Sabia with 11. And the leading scorer for Springfield, John Fitzgerald with 18. For Norristown. Sorry, folks, I've been a little bit distracted. 2 points for Damian Solomon. Chris Blake. 4 points for Lee Fowler. 9 points for Marcus Green, 12 for Maurice Allen, 7 for Eric Wiggins. Brad Weldon finished the night with 13 with a 3-pointer. Milan Dean finished with 11. Danny Evans, 14 off of the bench. He did such a fine job tonight. Darryl Johnson with 4 and Brahim Brooks with 5.
So a balanced scoring attack for Norristown. Everyone getting in the game there and everyone getting some points on the board. Several Eagles with double figures. And John Fitzgerald showing that he had something for the Spartans. Final score, 83-48. Norristown moves to 10-1, and they will take on Upper Marion on Friday and then move up to the Pennsauken tournament on Saturday. Our next game here, broadcast on NASD TV, is January 19th. That's a Tuesday when the boys take on Upper Dublin. For Greg Fry, this is Neil Schaefer thanking everyone here at NASD TV and everyone for coming out tonight. Good night.